Alright guys, just thought I'd share with you the setup that very nearly got me the lap record. We're at Silverstone, just in time for the British GP. So who we think's going to win this weekend? I want to say Quartararo on Sunday, Mark Marquez Saturday, maybe Alex Marquez, that'd be nice. Anyway, yeah, I'll share a couple of tips and tricks with the lap, see if I can help anyone out around here. I feel like I'm the only one who's been enjoying MotoGP 25 so far. Since they sorted out the controller vibration, it's been a lot more fun. Anyway, right, straight in with the setup. Let's go. So disc, I'm just going to use using the standard that's recommended, extreme cooling. Preload on 2, oil quantity 3, spring hardness on max, compression 1, and then rebound on max. ECUs, you can see it's 2, 1, 3, 3. Transmission changed quite a bit, down to 1 for first, 2 for second, 3 for everything else, and then up to 6 on the final ratio. On the rear, I've gone 4 preload just to give the bike a bit more angle as we made it a bit longer with geometry. 5 connector, 7 hardness, and then 2 and 1 for the compression and rebound. Rear brake, just stick with the standard. Right, so onto the lap. It's important, last corner, get nice wide entries, you can really power it out of the last corner. And then brake just before those curbs. You don't want to brake too early for turn 1. Use that curb on the inside. There's a few places around here where it actually seems to really pay to use the curbs. And brake really hard into that first hairpin, out wide, and then wait, don't brake too hard till a bit later, pull it back to a late apex. Same here, I wait, get a bit of a later apex than our buddy here, and as you can see that pays for the drive down this straight. Brake just at the end of that green patch, and you're braking hard, pretty much all the way to the inside, trying to feel with the vibration on the controller. Really good feedback now, made it much more enjoyable, this game. Before they sorted out the feedback, it was pretty trash. Right, head out wide. Really careful on the throttle, that's we're only using traction control on 2. Make up a little bit of time here, annoyingly got a bit of a slide, maybe lost a 10th on that, frustrating. No, this part is really like threading a needle through maggots and beckets. Pull over onto the curbs, and then this curb here I found does help gain you a little bit of time. It is risky. Yeah, it can pull it around a bit better, and then you can get harder on the gas to get down this back straight, hanger straight into stow. Again, I go in a bit earlier than everyone else, it seems, and just hold the brake on. Seems to pay off slightly, as you can see, and this is where we lose out a bit to our ghost friend into the chicane. Horrible last little chicane, I hate that. Then bring it out, take a different line here to try and maximize the drive, and across the line, there we go, 55.4. I think that's pretty respectable. I was happy with that. So close though, 0.08 on it. Let's look at the lap from an outside point of view, see if you can pick up anything else from this. So run over the curbs for turn 1. Actually want to open up the exit for turn 2, so you don't want to go too fast through turn 1, you do sacrifice a bit. Put it in, oh, miss the apex. And then put it in and try and get the apex for this one, so you can get a nice bit of drive before you come in, because you're really limited on how much power you can put around here. Down the back straight. Braking in the green patch. Down to second, almost as quick as you can. Then just drag the brake around. That's the other bit of curb seems to pay to use. Didn't mean to clip the curb here on Nuffield, but it is what it is. Slowly powering out, being gentle on the throttle around here. I look out for the marker just after the monster sign. It feels too late, but actually if you don't brake that hard, you can still turn it in, and then you can brake harder while it's leaned. This one now, you look for a late apex on the first one, go in slower than you think on the first bit, and it makes the second bit faster. Use the curb for both those left from pretty much this whole section. Use the curbs actually. Power down the hanger straight. braking at that second line. There's a few lines there. It does get confusing when to brake. You're just going to have to practice that a bit, unfortunately. Okay, I know I can do better, but the rear does seem to fish up a bit. Maybe that's an issue with setup. If anyone can improve it, please let me know. And yeah, just trying to keep a steady throttle around the last corner. One last time from the helicopter cam, so that this is good to really see the lines. So mid to late apex on the first corner, sacrificing for the second, so you can get a faster run with corner speed. Braking at that line for the chicane. I call it a chicane. I don't know what you call it really, the two hairpins. I think there's a name, isn't it? Village and Cobb? I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then, yeah, here down the back, a little straight. Brake to the end of the green, down to second, really trail the brake in. Cut this curb here so you can straight line between the two. Left field, I run out a little bit, some people don't. Then just get on the gas, not too early. You got to really be patient for it. And, yeah, braking later than we think for cops, but you can really drag it in. There's that horrible slide. That annoys me so much to see. So didn't want to slide there. Now here you go, curb to curb. Cut this one. Use the front brake on that curb a bit, you can, to bring it around. Can't use much front brake on this curb, but it doesn't matter, it still seems to help a bit. Straight line the exit as much as possible. Hard on the gas with the ride height device. Brake after those funny lines. Don't know what's going on there with those tracks. You run out a bit. I like to say that's a double apex, so you can get some good drive down here. And then for me it's just about sliding the chicane, a bit of a blip of throttle between the two, run out wide, and just try and power it around to keep as much corner speed. Try and aim for the line without going onto the green. That's it. And that somehow was good enough for second. I'm sure some people will beat it. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Let me know if the setup helps you at all. If you can improve on it, yeah, definitely let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching. I may do another one soon.